Okay, so today we are going to discuss about Tableau introduction. So I'm going to cover what is Tableau and what is the Tableau architecture, and why do we use Tableau instead of other reporting tools, and what are other Tableau products, and in-memory concept, what are dimensions and measures, and difference between OLTP and OLTP. So these are the topics that I'm going to cover today. And we also, okay, so what is Tableau? So Tableau software is a software company which is headquartered in Seattle, which is in United States. Basically, it is a self-service business intelligence tool. So it is called as a self-service business intelligence tool. And why do we call this as a business intelligence tool? So it is involved in business, and we also have so business intelligence is a combination of business and as well as the technical knowledge of it. A business, when I say business, let's say if we have a data like Rakib, can you go on mute? Yep. So this is what is sample superstore that I'm going to show you. So this is the sample superstore data that I have currently. So in this, they are maintaining the data of the products that are getting sold in a particular superstore. So let's say this is one product and they sold this product for this much amount. The sale amount is 16 rupees 45 dollars, $16.45. And we also have the details like the product name and where exactly that superstore is located, that country name, the category, city, all those information. So this is called a sample data that we have. So this is business data. So they are storing the business information. So with this data, I'm going to create some of the visualizations. So I'm including the technical aspects to the business, which will become the business intelligence. So so that will become my business intelligence. And why do we call it as a self-service? So anybody can create visualization using Tableau. So it is very easy to connect to any Tableau or any data. So this is the sample records that we have. So let's say if I create any particular information, let's say I have information of names, let's say employee names. Let me increase the resolution. Okay, so I'm just creating a data. So I'm just creating that employee names and their salaries in one particular table. So here I have employee names and in the other column I have salary. So I'm just creating this information: Arjun, Gautam, Menon. Hello. Hey, hi, Khan. Yeah, so yeah, no problem. So as this is our first introduction session, can you just introduce yourself? Okay. Past how many years? Okay. Okay, great. So yeah, so Tabasum Khan, can you also introduce yourself? Okay, so do you have any prior experience in IT? Do you have any prior experience in IT? In software, do you have any experience? Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, so can you all see my screen? Is it visible? Okay. So, so Tableau is very easy. Like anybody can connect to data, anybody can create the data and then directly visualize. So I'm just showing you one sample data. So, and I will show you how to connect this particular data to the Tableau. So let's assume Arjun has $25,000 of sales and Gautam has $50,000 of sales and Meenun has this much, and I'll also enter employee name as Raju, and this guy has $75,000. So I'm just creating this, I'm saving this file, sample data. So I'll just show you how to connect to Tableau. So let's open Tableau from the starting. So whenever you open Tableau, you will see a welcome screen like this. So whenever you open Tableau, you can see this screen. And here you can see the list of data sources that you can connect to. So left side, you can see the files that you can connect to. And here you can see the servers that you can connect to. So not only this, so if you click on this more button, so these many servers that you can connect to. As Jai mentioned, we also have SAP HANA also in this. So you can connect to SAP HANA database also. And we also can connect to some flat files. So this is a basic data that I have created. So now I'll show you what all can I do with the Tableau. So let's create this. Let's go to desktop and connect to sample data. Okay, so I can see those rows coming into the Tableau desktop. Employee name and salary. So I can see my salary is coming up here. So what all I can do is, so I want to see I can see that 25,000, 50,000 which is coming. And what all I can do is, let's say if I want, I can sort it based on the descending or ascending order. And if I want to create a bar chart, so here there are options like in Show Me, you will have 24 different type of charts where you can click on that particular chart and you can create the different varieties of charts. So I'm just clicking on this. So Tableau has automatically created a bar chart. So the length of the bar is proportional to the value of the or is proportional to the salary of the employee. So based on that, you can see 25,000, 50,000, you can monitor like this. Okay, so human mind can remember the visuals rather than showing the tabular information. So if I ask you to tell me what is the highest, who is the employee getting more salary, so you need to check each and every record and see which person has the highest salary. But if you do or if you prepare like this charts, so you can able to see uh, within a glance or within seconds, you can identify that Raju has the highest salary. So that we can achieve with the bar chart. So not only bar charts, I'm just showing you what all we can do with a simple data itself. I'll just make a duplicate and click on this pie chart. So even you can create a pie chart using this. Okay, so today is our introduction session. I'm just showing you what all we can do. So I will tell you how to create this bar chart and pie chart in coming sessions. In upcoming sessions, I will tell you step by step how you can prepare this pie chart, how you can prepare this bar chart and all. So today I'm just going to show you what Tableau can do. So basically, if I connect only these two columns information, I can prepare n number of charts with that. What if I have more number of rows, more number of columns? So there is a sample data that we have that Tableau provides. So this is a sample superstore data that Tableau provides. So here we have 10,000 records, 10,000 rows. So this is basically the information of superstore and what are the products that are getting sold and who is the customer who made that purchase. So all those details and where this particular superstore is located and the country, city, order date, when was the order is made. So all those information is getting stored in a superstore database. So we got that information as a sample data in Tableau. So with this, we can prepare a lot of charts. So let's say, so there are 800 customers in that superstore. So there are 800 customers here. So you can see in the left bottom, there are 800 marks. That meaning, so we have 800 customers. So if you want to know the sum of sales made by each and every customers, so just double click on this sales and you can see the sum of sales made by each and every customer. And now I want to know from 800 customers, I want to know who is the topmost customer who made highest sales. So just click on this descending order. So you should be able to see in descending order and you can identify directly that Scene Miller has the highest amount of sales. And you can go to the bottom and see who is the person who has less amount of sales. So all this you can create in fraction of seconds. So if you want to get same information from this data, so this is a lot of data and you need to find, let's say, there are so many records. Let's say there are 10,000 records and the customer name is repeating many times. Okay, for each and every product, for each and every order date, the customer name is repeating here. Okay, so in this lot of data, I'm just trying to figure out how many number of customers are there. So it is very simple in Tableau. You just need to pull out that particular column, which will give you the distinct names of customer. And let's say if I want to know the customer count, so just drag and drop here and right click on this, go to measure and click on count distinct and make it discrete. So it will give you the number of customers in your data. So this is all what we can do with Tableau. So I will tell you the other options also in upcoming sessions, what all we can do with this data. So now let's talk about this introduction part. So basically Tableau is a software company which is headquartered in Seattle. So Tableau can help anyone see and understand their data. So it makes life easy where you have data in tabular format. Let's say now here I have only 4 records. What if I have 100 records? So in 100 records, if I want to find out who has the highest salary, so it is very difficult for me to find out the highest salary in this particular Excel. So if I take this particular Excel into Tableau, then I can make visualization like this. Okay, so like this, and I can easily find out this particular Raju has the highest amount of salary and Arjun has the less amount of salary, which is $25,000. So that is how Tableau helps anyone can see and understand their data. Okay, so the word Tableau is derived from a French word called tableaux. Okay, so the meaning of tableaux is nothing but pictures. Okay, so that is why it is a pictorial representation of data. So whatever data that we give, so it will be converted into a visualization. So for that, they are using a patent query language, which is VisQL. So that is called as VisQL. Okay, so visual query language. So this is a patent query language for Tableau. So if we give data to this VisQL, if we give data to VisQL, it will convert into visualization. Okay, so if you provide data, it will convert text to visuals. Okay, so now let's talk about Tableau architecture. So in Tableau architecture, we have these many components. So it will have data server, data connector, and components and customer client. So we'll discuss about each and every point. So data server. Okay, so now let's say if I have taken this example, so now I have connected to one particular data, so which is there in Excel file. Okay, so we might get data in Excel. So in real time, you might get data in Excels or PDFs. Mostly you will get it in servers. So servers are like Microsoft SQL and Oracle, and we have SAP HANA, MySQL. So all these type of servers that we can connect to. So data server is something where it will allow us to connect to these different types of data sources. So here we can connect to data warehouse, data mart, files, cubes. So all this, so because of this data server only, we are able to connect it to multiple varieties of servers. So I'll just show you the list of servers that we can connect to. So just click on this. So these are for files, to a file, and these are for servers. So these many servers that we can connect to. So that is possible only because of this data server. Okay, so now also we have data connector. So data connector is basically, so as now I have connected to Excel file. So there is a link between Tableau and an Excel. So now I have connected to this particular Excel to Tableau. So there should be a data connector. So because of that data connector only, I'm able to connect to any database. So I have taken Excel data into this particular visualization or in this particular Tableau. So it is just going into the location of that file. So I have taken it from here. So this I'm able to do it based on the data connector only. So because of this data connector only, I'm able to connect to any flat files, or I can connect to SQL or Oracle. Okay, so and we also have components like application server and SQL server and data server. So application server is, let's say I have prepared this particular dashboard. So I have this dashboard. Okay, so and now I want to share it across to with everyone. So this is in my local desktop. If someone wants to see my dashboard, so what I will do is I will publish it in the Tableau server. I'll just show you how to publish. So currently I'll show you it in Tableau public. And if I want to share, I'll share it in Tableau public. So for this, you need to create an account. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask. Mhm. Yeah, Rakesh. Yeah. Yes, correct. So it will allow us to connect to different databases. Where? Uh-huh. So that is also type of database that you can connect to. Yeah. Okay, Zoya Creations. Can you just introduce yourself as this is our first session? Hello, Zoya, can you hear me? Hello, Zoya, can you hear us? Okay, so let's continue. So we are discussing about this application server. So application is server is something once we, so if you want to publish any report, so I have created this particular thing. So if I want to share this across, I will publish it to Tableau public, and I will show you this tomorrow. So there I have a login issue. So there will I will publish it to the Tableau public, and then I will get a URL. So that URL, users want to have access for that. So I have the control to give access here, so that which users can access my Tableau dashboard. So by using application server, I can control who can watch my dashboard. So that is the duty of application server. And vSQL server, so we all know about vSQL server, like which converts data to visualization. Okay. So basically, the data server is, I mean, the vSQL server is basically which converts data to visualization. So for processing, rendering visualizations. And data server is to maintain the databases that we wanted to connect. And gateway is something which is very important. So it is a gate, I mean, so let's say I have this particular dashboard. So when I'm trying to publish, so there should be a Tableau desktop. So this is what is Tableau desktop, where I have created this bar chart and pie chart and all. So this is called as a Tableau desktop. And if I want to share this, I will publish to Tableau server or Tableau public. Okay. So gateway is something which is between Tableau desktop and Tableau server. Okay. So, and it will also act like a load balancer. And now let's see what are the activities of gateway. So it will do the authentication. So when I try to publish in the Tableau server, it will check for the authentication, whether I will be able to publish it to the Tableau server or not, whether I have access or not. So it will check the user, whether that particular user who is trying to publish in the Tableau server, that person is allowed to publish or not. So that particular checkings will be done by the gateway. And load balancing. So load balancing is mainly, let's say, if 10% or 100% from different locations are trying to access the same Tableau server, so it will adjust accordingly that. So the load is distributed equally for the persons who are trying to access the Tableau server. Let's say if I have a load of 100. Okay, so let's say I have the load capacity of 100 units. Load capacity of 100 units. So if 10 persons are logging in, and trying to publish to the Tableau server. Okay, so 10 persons are trying to publish to the Tableau server. So this 100 units will be distributed evenly. So each person will get 10 units of load. Okay, so that the time consumption or the preference levels, it will be distributed equally. So if there are like 100 persons are logging in, so it will distribute 1 unit for each person. So in that way, multiple peoples are logs in, so it will be slow. It will be slow, but it will be slow for everyone. In that way, it will distribute the load. And routing. So when I say routing, so in Tableau server, there are multiple activities that will run. When I say activities, so there are some admin activities and there are some publishing activities. So when I say admin activities, so there are some dashboards which are already published, so which are already there in the Tableau server. So you can change the access levels. If some 100 persons are there, you want to remove for some 50%, and you want to add some other new 50%. So you can change those access level permissions and all. So that will come under admin type of activities. And let's say publishing or editing the dashboard, which is there in the Tableau dashboard, Tableau server. So there are some developer activities. Okay, so routing will do, admin activities will be separate and developer activities will be separate. So that kind of routing will be done by the gateway. And SSL and encryption. So while you're trying to publish it to the Tableau server, it is safe and secure. So there will be no kind of data hacking or like that. So if you try to publish without any, so there will be no data misuse. So your data will be safe by using this SSL and encryption. So gateway will take care of that as well. And high availability. So because of this gateway only, whenever you try to open the Tableau server. So if I have published this report to the Tableau server, so whenever I want to see this particular chart, so I can try accessing that particular URL which is already there, and I can see the dashboards. So I'll just show you which are already published reports which are there. So there are some reports which are already being published by some of the students. I'll just click on those things. Okay. So these are some of the charts which are prepared by students. So they have prepared it in their desktop and they have published it. So this is the sum of sales and this is the running sum of sales. And they are able to see the sales by quarter and date. Okay, so they have created it in their desktop and they published it to the Tableau public. So whoever has this particular link, so they will be able to access it anytime. So that is how it works. So Tableau server is also similar, but it will be at the organization level only. So Tableau public is something where everybody can access. So whoever has the URL, so they will be able to access the dashboards. Okay, so that is about application server, SQL server, and data server and gateway. Okay, so I'll just take a break. So any questions? Yeah, Rakib. Yeah, correct. Yeah, those are some other type of requirements. So let's say I'm publishing this report to the Tableau public. So you'll get an output like this, right? So that is one activity. And in Tableau server, you can restrict who all can see this dashboard. Okay, so in Tableau server, I can restrict to certain users. So that is admin activities. Those are admin activities. So those will be separately monitored in gateway. Tableau server. Okay. That is what we do, right? Tableau public, you have published a few reports already. So that is what is Tableau publishing. Yeah. Mhm. I'm just telling you that, so it depends on the how big is your RAM. So usually you will have 16 GB RAM. So if you have a lot of data, if you have a lot of databases that you're connecting to, then you might need to increase your RAM. Okay, so based on your RAM size, the capacity of your server will increase. Yeah, so I'm just telling you, like if you have some 100 units of capacity, how it will distribute. It will distribute evenly for each and every person. Yes, correct. Correct. Okay. Yeah, so Zaid, are you able to follow or am I going fast or how it is? Hello? I want this session to be interactive so that you guys are following or not. I need to understand. Okay, Tejesh, can you tell me about WizQR? Okay. Uh, Tabasum, can you tell me what does this WizQL does? Okay, so let's continue. So we have discussed about this Tableau architecture. So now let's see why do we use Tableau instead of other tools. So we use Tableau for powerful analytics. So Tableau gives you powerful analytics to ask deeper questions and deliver more meaningful answers. So with just this simple data that I have, so I'm able to answer few questions like who has the highest amount of salary and who has the lowest amount of salary. And I can see the contribution of each and every employee. Okay, so by using a pie chart, I can see the contribution of each and every person. So let's say if I have, yeah, so the total I have is $210,000 of sales, or 210,000 dollars of salary I have. So in that I can see the percentage contribution of each and every employee. So let's just click on this. So right click on this, go to quick table calculation and say percent of total. So here you can see to make 210,000, so which is the total salary of all these persons, just $210,000. Okay, and now I want to know what is the percentage contribution of each and every employee to make that 210,000. So Arjun is giving only 11% or 12%, 11.9. And Raju is the person who is contributing more, who is getting more salary. So 35% is coming from this particular person. So those type of questions can be answered using Tableau. and fast adoption at scale. When you make working with data easy, fun, and impactful. So I have connected this simple data in the same way you can connect to, let's say if you have 100 columns and millions of records, so you can connect to as simple as I have connected to 2 columns information with 5 records. Similar to this, you can connect to millions of records and hundreds of columns. Millions of records and hundreds of columns you can connect to. And there is no limit for records. You can connect to any number of records. There is no limit. But for columns, you have a limit of 255 columns. Okay, so it will allow only 255 columns. So to create visualizations. So that is what we can do. So you can directly connect to any database and you can try creating the visualizations. And it fits your environment. So mostly it can fit to any operating system. So it can connect to Windows, Mac, Linux, all this type of OS. And in your organization, whatever type of data storage that you are maintaining, whether it is on premises or whether it is cloud. So I'll just tell you what is on premises and on premises. So on premises servers are basically, so these servers will be maintained by or managed by our organizations. And we also have cloud storage. So these are like AWS and Azure. So these are the cloud servers which are there. So you can use any of the cloud servers, or if you have any on-premises servers, you can install Tableau in this environment and deploy on-premises or in the cloud. And it can also work in different operating systems. So that is why people use Tableau. So it can fit to any environment. Most of the organizations they use they prefer Tableau, and it can also work in mission critical platform. So when I say mission critical platform, so as I mentioned earlier, so there is no limit of records. So you can connect to any number of millions of records and you can start building the reports. So when data is critical to your business, your analytics platform needs to be secure, governed, scalable, and reliable. So these are the 4 pillars of maintaining the data. So it has to be secured and it has to be monitored every time, and it is scalable, and you should be able to know what is the size of your data, and it needs to be reliable. So if you have some particular information in particular table, you have to have that information whenever you want to see it. And from compliance and security to management and monitoring, Tableau offers a robust suite built-in capabilities to support the needs of your business. So it has a robust suite where it will maintain the data in such a way there are no issues. Tableau also gives the ability to integrate with systems that you have already put into place. So it can connect to any structure of your organization. Let's say if you are maintaining any on-premises server or cloud servers, so it will be depending on your organization. And we also have Tableau different products. Yep. Yeah, so on-premises, so there will be servers like So in organization, let's say if you have a computer, okay, so if you have a computer, you will have a CPU, right? Okay, so you have a CPU and you are directly connecting to this CPU and getting the information. But in organizations, how it will be like? So they will maintain this CPU separately. Okay. So whatever data is there, so they directly connect to your computer. So you can access these servers by your computer. So this servers will be, so in this server, you will install Tableau desktop or Tableau server, you can say, SQL server, Oracle server, and you will access all these servers through your computer. And this is maintained by our organization. Any one they will install. So it depends on the organization. If they want to have SQL Server, they will only install SQL Server, and entire organization will use only SQL Server. So there are where they will have backups if there is any crash or something. Okay, so this is how it is maintained. So these are physically existed in your organization. You can see those servers in your organization. So this is on premises. And the cloud is nothing but you won't see it in your organization. You can directly connect to your computer by URL. So by URL you can connect. So okay, so there in that server they will install. Let's say, yeah, let's assume this is cloud. So here they will install all this. Okay, so in this server they will install everything, and we will access this using URL. Yeah. And this will not be physically present at your location. And yeah, so for this, yeah, so you can see at your organization also, they physically exist in your location. So these are some examples, AWS and Azure. No, on-premises is physical server location, I mean physical servers. Is it clear or any questions? Mhm. Hmm. Yeah, mostly present it is on-premise only. People are moving from on-premises to cloud. Yes, correct. Huh. Okay, so now let's talk about Tableau products. So not only Tableau desktop, Tableau also have different products. So this is what is Tableau major product, which is Tableau desktop. And we also have products like Tableau Prep, Tableau Server, Tableau Online, Tableau public Tableau reader. So now let's see about each and every product. So Tableau desktop is the main product which we work on. So this is what is Tableau desktop. So where I create the visualization and where I take the business insights. So where you will see sheets and worksheets. So where you can connect to different databases, where you can connect to servers and to the files and all, where you can create this 24 varieties of charts and all. So this is what is Tableau desktop mainly. And apart from Tableau desktop, so this is to create data to visualization. So this is a core developer tool. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn in the coming sessions and all. And now we'll talk about Tableau prep. So it will do ETL operations. So ETL is nothing but extract, transform, and load. So extracting the data from different data sources and doing the transformations. So transformations in the sense, so there are certain transformations. Let's say customer name is there. So you have customer name Aaron Bergman. So you have first name and last name. And you right click on this, do customer name split. And when I say split, I can see two different names. So you can see first name and last name in two different columns. So I'm just putting these two columns. So this is first part, first name, and this is second name or the last name. Okay, so this way, this is one of the transformation. And apart from this, you can also do joins, so union, and pivot, unpivot, etc. So all these type of transformations that we can do. So I'll tell you about this joins, unions, pivot, and unpivot in the upcoming sessions, how we can do this in Tableau desktop itself. So we can also do these things in Tableau desktop as well. But this in Tableau prep, you can do a step-by-step process, and like a flow you can create. Okay, so this is basically separate tool altogether where you can do some transformations. So all these transformations mainly we do it in SQL or Oracle. SQL or Oracle, we will do that. Okay, if you don't want to do it in SQL and Oracle, you can use Tableau prep. Okay, so this is a different tool altogether, which needs a separate sessions. So now, I mean, in this session, we will only discuss about Tableau desktop. So that is what Tableau prep does, where it does only ETL operations, joins, unions, pivot, and unpivot, and it will do it in a step-by-step process like a flow. And once this Tableau desktop is ready, okay, so let's say you have made some charts and everything, and once this is ready, so you have to publish to the Tableau server. Publish it to the Tableau server. So why do we need to publish to the Tableau server? Because, so let's say I have prepared this particular dashboard. So if I want to share it across, if I want my clients or my users to see the dashboard, I have to publish in the Tableau server so that I'll get a URL. So as I have shown you, so I'll get a URL like this. So if I share this URL across, and they will be able to see the dashboard. So let's say I will have folders like this. So explore, and you can see these type of folders in your Tableau server as well. So let's rename profit dashboard. So like this, we will have folders, and in Tableau server, we can restrict which folder the particular user has to have the access and all. So that is about Tableau server. So in Tableau server, we can restrict the users on what dashboards you need to have the access, on what dashboard user need to have access. So if you want to share our work to our users, we will publish the reports to the Tableau server and there they can access. And so Tableau server is mainly maintained by our organization or managed by our organization. So how will our organization maintain? It will maintain in two ways. So like this. So they might be on-premises servers, so physical servers in your location, or they might have this cloud servers which are AWS and Azure. So they can install Tableau server in this cloud servers or in the on-premises servers, and we can access through URLs. So if you want to publish, if I want to publish to Tableau public, I'm using a URL. So when I try to publish, okay, so I'm using this URL. In the same way, in your organization also, if you want to publish to the Tableau server, you will have a URL to publish. And then by giving the user credentials, you can log into your Tableau server and publish your report to on-premises servers or to the cloud servers. So that is about Tableau server. And now I will tell you about Tableau Online, which is a hosted version of Tableau server. Hosted version of Tableau server. So why do you call it as a hosted version of Tableau server is, so earlier Tableau server is managed by our organization, but this is maintained by Tableau. Okay, so you just need to publish your work. You don't need to install anything in Tableau Online. You don't need to install Tableau server. You don't need to install any data related stuff here. So you can directly publish your reports to the Tableau Online. So this server will be maintained by Tableau software. They will only maintain the server. So if there are any issues related to space or anything, so they will only take care of that. So that is why we call it as a hosted version of Tableau server. And Tableau public, so all these three, Tableau online or Tableau server or Tableau public, this is to share the dashboards. Okay, so when you publish to public, it will have access to public. That means to everyone, it will be visible. If I share this work which that student has paid, so if I share this link, anybody can access. So in Tableau public, there is no restriction. So this is a free version. So there is no restriction at all. So anybody can access that. But Tableau server is not a free version. So this is a licensed version. Okay, so within your organization, people only can access this. Can access this dashboard. Okay, so that is about Tableau public. And here we can't restrict who can see the dashboard. We can't restrict the users on dashboards. Okay, and we also have Tableau reader. So this is just like a PDF reader. So if you have PDF reader in your computer, so you will be able to open PDF files. In the same way, if you have Tableau reader, you can open Tableau files. So this is a freeware. Okay, so anybody can install and make use of Tableau reader. And coming to Tableau desktop, this is also a licensed version. licensed version where they'll charge $70 per month. You have to pay yearly, but per month they'll charge you $70 for one license. Okay, and so there is a process for students who has an ID card, so they can publish their, they can upload ID card and get 1 year license for free. 1 year license, you can get it for free if you have a student ID card. So with that, you can use for 1 year. Otherwise, Tableau will only give you 14 days of trial version. After the trial version, you will not be able to create anything in the Tableau. Okay, so that's about Tableau products and all. So that is basically the introduction of Tableau desktop and the Tableau architecture and the products. So I will, yeah, all three: Tableau server, Tableau public, Tableau online. So the functionality is same, like where you, if you want to share your work. So these are the three options that you can use. But Tableau public, you can't restrict the people to see the dashboard. So if you publish in Tableau public, anybody can see it. So Tableau public is only for students. So you don't use it in your organization. Okay. So that is for just practicing purpose. Tableau server and Tableau online. So you will use it in your organization where you can restrict users to access the dashboard or not. Hmm. So let's say, so this is a server that I'm seeing. Let's say this is the folder structure I'm able to see, right? So you will have Tableau servers similarly like this. So whatever I'm seeing right now, so if I give you access, you will also be able to see same structure in your PC. It is the same thing. So if I delete from my PC, so that will be deleted from your PC also. So server, so I'm just trying to access this server. Okay. So if I'm trying to access it from my PC, so it will be, this server will be connected to multiple PCs. Not only one PC, it will be connected to multiple PCs. Okay, so if I delete something from my system, it will be deleted for you also. Even uh, so, this structure you will also be able to see. Yeah. So I will just give access to this particular folders and all. Okay, so that is about today's introduction, and we have few other concepts in memory and dimensions and measures and OLTP and OLP. So we will discuss that tomorrow. So meanwhile, if you have any questions from today's session, so we can take those questions. Any questions, Jai and Tabasum and Tejas? Any questions? Okay, so hope this session is clear to all. And so tomorrow also we'll continue, and I will show you some real-time uh, dashboards and charts. So, and I'll start showing you how to create charts, and I will tell you how to create this bar chart and pie chart step by step. We will discuss in our upcoming sessions. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Yeah. Yeah, Rakib. You want this data in Excel. Yeah, right click on this, go to export data to CSV and click on order. So there are 3 tables. So 3 Excel files you can download. So you take orders. Orders is the main file. So I have already downloaded it. Let me open. So you can save it as CSV. So, yeah, basically they give CSV. Later you can convert it to Excel. Yeah. Okay. Okay then. Thank you all for joining. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.